guys, what's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is May 20, 2024, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Alright guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video. And just looking at this title, once again, it's not looking good. We have big breaking red alert news. Someone here in a sleeping giant is sounding the alarm. Alright, so I'm just gonna skip that name. You have a sleeping giant official warns the next Persian leader will fall in line with supreme leader support. I'm gonna skip that name there. So basically the next person that's gonna take the spotlight is gonna be a lot crazier, put it like that. And I mentioned this in my last video. I mentioned this. There's gonna be someone young, someone that's it's not gonna take any you know what from no one. I don't think it's gonna be that VP. I don't think it's gonna be him. I believe it's gonna be someone else. Now a lot of people were celebrating yesterday, fireworks and this and that. He's gone. They gone. I tell you, they gone. The world is a better place without them. They gone. And I've been saying this for many, many years. I don't like new faces. I believe the next one is going to come into the spotlight. A lot of people is going to wish they had the other dude instead of this this person here. We don't know who this person is, but this sleeping giant official, he is sounding the alarm. He's saying, hey, you better get ready because the next one, yeah, it ain't going to be pretty. All right, so here we go, guys. There's going to be a big shift. Persia is going to be completely under a new system, put it like that. So you guys already know their top generals, gone. Persia leader, gone. They are out of here. In 1 month, out of here. Gone. And now there's going to be new faces. All right, we're gonna see what's going on here, guys. Now I have the picture blocked for a reason. It's because I don't want to get hit by the platform. The platform is being very, very strict, so please bear with me on this one here, guys. I truly apologize. Give me a second here. All right, just follow me on this one. I truly apologize if I have to block everything here, but this story here is again, the platform is putting a lot of the videos under the cover. All right, so Persia will fortify its relationship with the axis of Terran, you know what, and continue to carry out its support of. All right, so they're still gonna be supporting them groups out there in the strip. We're talking about HAMAS, following the takeout of the Persian leader in a bird that happened Sunday. All right, so everything will remain the same. Everything will remain the same. The only thing that's going to change is those in the spotlight. So I think we're going to see the continuation of the general contours of Persia foreign policy, meaning a domestic repression carrying on support to HAMAS and their so-called axis of resistance against the Holy Land and the sleeping giant, and then fortifying their relationship, their alliance with this new axis of Terran, you know what, the Bear, the Red Dragon, and North K, he said during an appearance on the news on Monday. All right, so there's going to be some new faces, and they will have support of these three superpower. Again, these three coming together is a deadly alliance. The Bear, the Red Dragon, and North K. People's going to be like, so we have NATO. Ooh, NATO. Wow, I'm so safe right now. I feel so safe with NATO. They can't even stop the Bear. But again, this is where we at right now, guys. It seems like those land right there, they know something. They know what happened to that bird. It wasn't no fog, even though there was fog going on. But there's a possibility it might have been a cyber. Remember, we are seeing a lot of birds here in the Sleeping Giant. We are seeing a lot of these birds, wheels falling off, doors opening up. 2 days ago, there was one bird, the engine was on fire. And not only that, don't forget, what about those 2 whistleblowers that they were going to say something about the birds? What happened to them? Well, one of them they found in a vehicle. He was DEAD. They don't know how, but he was in a vehicle outside the hotel. He was in his car. DEAD. We was like, wow, he was going to tell us everything. And then there was another one, another whistleblower. They found him too, DEAD. Wow, he was going to tell us everything too. Come on, guys, it's common sense. Wake up, pay attention. No, again, when it comes to the game of chess, a lot of people just don't know how to play the game of chess. But we are seeing the most powerful ones getting involved. We are seeing technologies and cyber and all these things that's happening. Wake up. I believe what happened to this bird, it has a lot to do more than fog. Whoa. What happened here? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, the article went cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. All right, so you have the former, the CI, you know what, station chief, and you have the NEWS contributor elaborated on the expectation of continued eternal oppression despite the Persian leader takeout, since the Supreme sets policy for Persia. Though the former leader was considered a likely successor for the Supreme, he did not have the same influence, this person noted. So the Supreme is more powerful. It goes to tell you that the sleeping giant leader here, we could have a sleeping giant leader, but someone else is pulling the string. We might have a supreme leader behind closed doors here in the Sleeping Giants. I fully expect that the repression, including of women, especially women, will continue, he said. Also, I think that a new leader, when one is chosen, will fall in line with the Supreme wishes. So again, like I told you guys, it's the Supreme. He's the one that gets to choose. He don't have to choose the VP. Now, what comes to my mind, what if, just what if, which I doubt it, but what if he chooses a woman? But again, those land, they don't believe in that. Oh, they don't want, again, you know, they don't have women in those spotlights. But what if? But whoever's coming into the spotlight, which the Supreme would choose, it ain't going to be pretty. Or I could be wrong. Who knows? So once again, the Supreme tapped VP to serve as interim leader following the takeout of this person Monday. So during his tenure in office, the former leader supported the land's enrichment of, wow, there you go, of NUKE up to near equipment grade levels, striking against the Holy Land, particularly one last month made in response to an alleged Holy Land strike and take out the Persian, look at that, generals at the land. You guys already know it happened in Syria. So he's gone, and his plan was to get the NUKE, and he had this great imagination that he was going to wipe out the Holy Land. Instead, he is out. Gone. I'm going to skip that word, guys. So he also supported the crackdowns of the sentence following the controversially suspicious, the DEATH of 22 years old. Okay, so we already know about that story. So this is why you have so many out there are celebrating. They're happy that he's gone, because he has history of very, very, you know, he did put behind bars 22,000 when it comes to, I think, women's rights. 22,000 were put behind bars because of him. You know, back in the 80s and early 90s, he had many HUNG. So again, this is the reason why many out there are just so happy that the dude is out of here. But don't celebrate, because the next one could be. All right. So once again, you had the former one and foreign minister. I'm gonna skip that name. And others were confirmed DEAD on Monday, following a lengthy search attempt to locate the bird site in a fog-shrouded mountainous region in the northwest part of the land. Now there is a video, the final footage. It showed them like sitting in a helicopter. The bird. Hopefully I don't get hit hard by that word. But it showed them like they are inside the bird and they're looking out and this and that, seeing the sky and all. And yeah. Give me a second here. Is that the end of it? Yeah, this is the end of it. Alright, so that's the end of it. Yeah, that's all of it. That's all the information. Give me a second here. I want to show you guys something really quick here. We have this one here. Breaking report. Mr. Z stays in the spotlight despite the term expiring. But why does it remain in the spotlight? Pay very close attention, guys. You already know that the Marshall LAW is out of time. It expired today. Give me a second here. See, this is the one. I gotta bring this up. Mr. Z stays in power despite term expiring. Can Mr. Z stay in power without an election? Well, according to, there's laws. He's not supposed to be in that spot. But what's going on here? Modern day Marshall LAW has been introduced 2 times in the yellow and blue. In 2018 for 30 days and ongoing on since February 22 in response to the bear invades of the yellow and blue. Give me a second. It expires today. Once again, it expires today. Give me a second here. Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second. So it seems like it expires today. It says here, after a high of 90% following the full-scale operation today, around 65% of the yellow and blue still trust Mr. Z to guide them through these times. 65%. 65%, they love Mr. Z. They want him to continue in a spotlight. I never knew so many people love biblical wars. There are also immense hurdles with a potential election, not least with the bear occupying a fifth of the land and at least 7 million of yellow and blue being forced to live abroad. There are also hundreds of thousands of camouflage on the front line. Which article is this? It's BBC. Of course, I'm gonna say that. I don't think many out there wants Mr. Z to be in a spotlight. I don't think so. Again, it's hard for me to believe this. Here we go. So, in a peacetime, it would have expired. An election would have been called, but the marshal. Here we go. Let me highlight it. In a peacetime, it would have expired, and an election would have been called. But here we go. The marshal LAW brought in with the bear full-scale operation, which means that can't happen. Which means since they activated Marshal LAW, there is no election. ELECTION. So they activated the Marshal back in February 2022. Today, Marshal, you know what, expires. So now what? Well, they are saying no matter what, if this thing expired, no matter what, he's still in power. Whoa. Just imagine a 4-5 in 2020 saying, I'm not going nowhere. I won. He didn't. I'm staying here. Just imagine that. Wow. Well, again, guys, this is where we at. There's no one to uphold the law. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Mr. Z, he ain't going nowhere. He say he's not stepping down. But there's laws. You have to, man. You've been... That's what we had. So the bear came out, and they say they don't recognize him as leader of the yellow and blue. And that his name is on the watch list. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, for those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for he's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.